Hey guys, in this video, we are going to go over creating a t-shirt in Represent. Like I've said before, it's super simple, super quick, and they make it very easy. You actually don't have to have any graphic design experience to create a shirt. You don't have to have a designer. They have a really nice way of just adding text to shirts and making it look nice just within their platform. So to get started, you hit create a new campaign up here at the top and their designer is going to pull up. So let's let that load. All right, so now we are on the Represent Designer, and you'll see a blank canvas, so to speak, all of the colors that you can use, and they got an abundance of colors, which is really nice. I like to have my options when it comes to colors of shirts. Um, Another thing is you can add text or images to the shirt directly. So if you have an image or a logo that you want to add to the shirt, all you have to do is hit image, select the file that you want to put on the shirt, boom, it'll instantly place on the shirt and you're ready to roll. If you just want to write something on the shirt, which I actually do oftentimes, you just hit text and it's going to pull up a little text box here, and I could write something on here like, let's say, military mom. Okay. Now this, I'm not going to make it spend the time to make it look pretty right now. This is just an example, just so you know. But you can go in and you can start playing around with the different fonts, and they have a lot of fonts. You don't have to worry about any, trademark infringement or anything like that. I mean, these are fonts that they're giving you to use, which is nice. So, you can come in here and you can change it around, and it's just, it's really nice if you're trying to, make something simple. So you kind of come through here, find, whatever it is that you feel fits your design the best. You can bold it, you can change the color of the text. So military mom, we could make that green. And you once again, you can go back in, you change all this stuff, and then you're done, right? So you've got a t-shirt design. Now you can take this and you can, obviously flip it around. You can flip it upside down. You can make it italicized, whatever. So they give you some really cool little options here to create a cool shirt. So you don't just have to add one line of text. You can come in and add like another text box, and under this say, let's say, and proud parent. Okay. So let's just put a nice little spin on this. We can make it this color, whatever. It doesn't really matter for now. You know what? Let's make it white. And then we can just simply resize it. See, and you can start designing a shirt. And you can put quotes on here, all sorts of stuff. You can make yourself a nice looking shirt. Now, in terms of options other than colors, if you come over here to where it says manage or add offered products, you select that. It's going to pull up a menu of other types of t-shirts that you can use. So they've got youth t-shirts. In other words, they have kids t-shirts. And they also have, and this is new, they have tote bags, which is really cool. And summer's coming up right now, so these are going to be big for like beach bags and whatnot. But they have a couple of different brands of shirts. I always use All Style because it's the cheapest and it allows for the highest margin. And I've personally bought these shirts, and they're great freaking quality. And the print is great quality. So it's even though it's cheaper, it's still a great quality shirt. And take a look at all of the color options that you have. And some platforms limit you on how many colors, additional colors you can add. Represent doesn't. I could go through here and say I want it in red, I want it in purple, I want it in navy, I want it military green, I want it in denim, I want it in whatever the heck that color is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I want it in cream. See, I could just start adding in all of these colors, and you'll see down here it adds them to the product. I could say I also want a V-neck. So I just simply select it and start going bam. you know, and just selecting colors. Now I've got V-necks on point. Then I can scroll down and you'll see they have zip up hoodies. They have hoodies. They really have a lot of options here. I usually use the Gildan hoodies. So let's add a royal blue hoodie in this. So just select a couple of colors and you'll see them all start coming down here. They've also got long sleeve shirts. They have tank tops, so they got a couple of color options there. They've got women's shirts, so they have women's fit shirts, which sell really well. Some women want, you know, more of a form-fitting shirt. They've got these Bella Canvas flowy racerbacks. These convert really well, especially if you're promoting stuff in like the gym and workout and CrossFit type niche. So you'll see they're all down here. They've been added, and I could even go up here and say, hey, let's add tote bags to the mix as well, and watch what happens. I head back to the designer. You're going to see all of the products over here on the left-hand side. And of course, you know, you can come in and you can redo this entire thing to make it, you know, fit where you want it on the tote bag or on each individual shirt. If you decide you don't want some things, you just come over here to the left and say, oh, that's ugly, I didn't like that, or you know, that one didn't work out, you know, really like I wanted it to. You can always come back in here and go back and basically just change everything, right? So you could change everything and, you know, resize it. You can see here to make sure that it all fits and it looks good. So they give you a lot of options here to go through, and you'll see all of the colors and all the garments here. And yeah, so you know, it looks good. It's a great little platform, and it just makes things look really easy. So I'm just kind of clicking here so you can see all of the options, right? So let's just say we're going to stick with this thing. Okay, then we're going to hit set pricing. After you've designed your shirt, you've put the text on there or the image on there that you want, um, they're going to list everything right here and they're going to ask you to start adding prices to it. Now on default, it's like $24.95. That's really what they recommend selling shirts as. So it, I typically do between $21 and $24 as my price points. Great thing about Represent and all the other platforms is you choose what you want to sell it for. You know, you could sell it for $17.66. You could sell it for 18 or 20 or 25. Heck, you could sell the shirt for $50 if somebody will pay $50 for it. And as you change the price here, you'll see that your profit margin goes up. So all I have to do that is say, watch this number for 7. I just come right here, hit 26. And see now my profit's $9 a shirt. So the more you sell it for, the higher your profit margin is going to be per sale. Remember, if you're new, remember you don't have to pay for these shirts. You don't have to stock these shirts. You don't have to do anything. You just set a price that you think it's worth and you can sell it for that price, okay? And over here they'll tell you as you sell the shirts, your margin is going to be much better. So the more that sell, the more profit you're going to make, because obviously the more shirts they print, the cheaper it's going to cost them to print. This is how all of the platforms are. So if I sold 100 shirts, I'd be making $11 per shirt, and so on and so on and so on. So once you put your prices in, because you'll want to price the V-necks and the hoodies and all that, you know, differently. Um, you go in and you add and edit these prices, and then you hit prepare the page, and it's going to ask you to write a title. So I would type in here like military parent limited design, and then you could come over here and say, are you a parent? Are you a military parent? Are you proud of your son or daughter? Then you need this shirt or this tank or whatever. So you type in a nice little description, you hit launch, and then it's going to ask you what custom URL do you want. You have the ability to create your own kind of a vanity name for represent. So we could name this military parent or military parent 2 or military parent discount or limited. If you don't really care, and it really doesn't matter what the URL is, they'll recommend something to you, so military parent dash limited design. Then they're going to ask you, how many days do you want this to run? Because the way they work as kind of like crowdfunding platform is you sell a whole bunch of designs in bulk, and then after the 7 days they print, right? The great thing about Represent is they make everything evergreen, so it never really ends. All it really does is just, add urgency, and it lets people know, hey, I can expect for this shirt to print on May 3rd and start getting prepped to ship, or May 10th or 17th. I usually do my runs in 7 or 14-day increments, so I'll just say, we'll do this run for 7 days. Agree to the terms, hit launch your campaign. You'll see it said preparing our campaign. It's brought me inside now, and it says, would you like to see your campaign? Yeah, we'll open up a page and we'll check it out. Uh, and it brings up all of our analytics. And it'll also bring up the page right here. Now, right now the page is building. It usually takes 1 or 2 minutes, and you'll see your design here, and you'll see the preview of the actual shirt there, just like this one does over here that I showed you earlier. All right, so when you go back to your dashboard now, you're going to see a second campaign. We have military parent now. Earlier we just had T Advantage, and you see that it's loading. So here in a little bit, the design should show up. Probably, usually it takes about 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and you're ready to go. You're ready to start marketing that shirt. It is 100% live online. All you have to do now is go build an ad to start marketing the T-shirt. So very simple to create a shirt and represent. You can add custom designs. You can do customized text, flip it around, twirl it around. Insane analytics available for you to use with represent. Great dashboard. Overall, top-notch platform. So make sure you go through my training now of the course so you can learn how to build ads that are geared and primed for profit, so you can start profiting on represent and with anything else that you want to market online through Facebook. 'Cause that's what this training is really geared for, is just how to have successful marketing campaigns on Facebook, be it t-shirts or anything else. All right guys, go to the next video and I'll see you there. Thanks.